But yeah, they are starting the draft here. So I'm
All right. Lee Sin banned out from Lowkey Int. And a set ban, actually. Echo. Banned out. Oh.
yeah.
And there's the Yasuo ban coming out from Casually Reformed.
Ooh.
Don't really want to play against that again, I guess.
I don't think so. And same with the set as well. I think it was a good thing for them to ban it away. I'm really excited to see what else ArcaneNugget can really pick pick here. And Olaf coming through, I secretly love Olaf. I think, if you have a team again that has any form of hard CC, you can kind of just run through that, which I really like. So hopefully we don't see the Sejuani again. But yeah, like Olaf is basically, I'd like to think, like a pretty good counter to kind of just like running down that team, even if you have CC, no matter what. But we do see the Ornn coming through from Casually Reformed. And I think another beefy front line with potentially Alistar now.
Yeah.
I'm excited because we saw Braum. What did you think of Braum? Do you think Alistar is a better option, or do you like Braum better as more of like a tankier support?
I mean, I think it really depends on what they're trying to do with their composition. I think we don't have enough information yet to make a judgment call on that. We do see the Leona coming out from Lowkey Int, though, and that's a hyper-aggressive support.
Extremely beefy team, and I like you have 2 knockups on the side of Casually Reformed, and you see a Diana coming through for Lowkey, and isn't this one of ArcaneNugget's like signature picks, or No Idea signature picks? Like I believe that was one of their champions that they just like they had like a lot of win rate, like a high win rate on or something. Yeah.
But that is a lot of engaged potential on the side of Lowkey Int.
Oh, definitely. And the Lucian coming out for Casually Reformed, which I like too, and it's a pretty good bot lane, the Alistar Lucian. I don't see much Alistar, at least as of recent. But if you can get that Leona off the Lucian, he can put out some pretty serious damage.
Thing is, I mean, it might be a comfort pick, but I don't really like Diana into Alistar, because if he holds on to it, he could just headbutt her away.
Exactly.
She doesn't really do anything, so I don't know. We'll have to see how things pan out. Fizz ban coming out. Kaisa ban coming out.
I like the Kaisa ban. I think that is definitely, you want to get Hagemushi potentially on like a second tier, or an AD carry that he may not be as comfortable on. I think his Kaisa was really good. And the Gragas being banned away. Again, I just don't think that they, Casual Reform wants to deal, or Lowkey doesn't want to deal with like a lot of, more knockups or, I mean, I don't blame him.
Right. Ooh. Mordekaiser coming out.
And I'm just being told that the dropped ban, the one that you cannot see, is Ashe. So Ashe was banned along with Kaisa. So definitely wanting to put Hagemushi potentially on a second tier AD carry, but they pick up the MF, and MF is still pretty good from my understanding. I think she's still, at least, if not S tier, she's A tier AD carry still. So I still see that being a pretty good AD carry right now. And yeah, the Mordekaiser picked up. It's very interesting to see. I haven't seen much Mordekaiser as of recently.
Oof, Renekton.
Interesting to see Renekton, and we have Jarvan picked up now for Casually Reformed. See, I like this composition. From Casually Reformed, you have so many knockups, and you have so much potentially like potential damage dealers here. Mordekaiser does a lot of damage, and he can single out Diana, MF. There's no real way to like get them out of his ultimate. So I like this composition, but on the other side, Lowkey Int has such a huge dive composition, and if you get like, you get their whole team sort of bunched up, that potential of that team with the solar flare, Diana jumping in, Renekton with a great stun and like bullet time, that is a scary team. Scary.
Yeah, I mean, ooh, it's kind of hard to say. Lowkey Int does have quite the aggressive team composition. They want to be constantly going in. They do have a lot of damage in the bot lane.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Alistar level 2, pretty good as well. That's going to be pretty swingy in my opinion.
Someone in the Twitch chat was like, Lucian pick for the caster. So I think it was for you, Kang, which is exciting.
Not a caster, by the way. So yeah, I mean, it's a tough call.
Yeah, I mean, I like both compositions. I think both have strengths. But
I want to say that Casually Reformed has the edge.
I think so too.
Draft-wise.
Yeah.
Because if they can get Mordekaiser ahead, Diana becomes irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
And because Alistar can just headbutt him away, and then Mordekaiser can just ult Misfortune, and then Ornn just like shreds for some reason, even though he's a tank.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think. Ooh, I mean, what am I? I think I'm 0-3 for
predictions.
So I'm just gonna toss out the Casually Reformed may lose because of me. But I think they have the edge. We'll see how this pans out.
Yeah, I mean, if things go the way that they went game 1, I mean, I'm expecting to see a really close game. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is game 2 of the meme stream series, as one of the players, unfortunately, from Lowkey Int was not able to join. So we have Wes, who is our resident caster, who is usually here instead of me. He's playing Olaf for Lowkey Int. And I mean, I'm excited. I'm glad that we see Wes playing something other than the Sejuani. Not trying to like hate on him or anything, but I'm really excited to see him play on that Olaf. I mean, they have such a crazy dive potential, like heavy engaged team, and I really like their composition. But if the Diana falls behind, like if especially in the Mordekaiser, I haven't really seen that matchup play out before. But even if the Olaf falls behind as well, there's not really much that they're able to do. I like Casually Reformed's composition much better, especially going into late game. I think the Ornn, the Ornn Jarvan Alistar knockup potential is disgusting. And if you're able to get on that backline, on the MF, on the Diana, or even push out the Leona and Renekton, there's not really much that someone like an Olaf can do to really protect a Misfortune. There is a lot of damage potential on that side, but you also have damage potential depending on how Jarvan ends up building as well.
Yeah, I mean, on the flip side, if Lowkey Int get ahead, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, both compositions are really scary. I think mostly if you're gonna look at a team that could potentially win like an early game and snowball really early would probably be Lowkey Int. But if you're looking at a better scaling team, especially going into like mid and late game, Casually Reformed looks very scary. But I'm also, I mean, it'll be dependent on how jungle pathing goes, how ahead West can get on the Olaf, or to see how JaDe ends up with his pathing, and what he ends up ultimately building. If he's going to go more of like a tankier Jarvan, or if he's going to go that like one assassin, one trick, like running down mid, like ulting someone and like one-shotting the AD carry. Who knows?
Yeah. Can't wait to see till we get in game and see what path each jungler decides to take. Ooh. I mean, that bot lane is gonna be spicy.
Yeah,
Alistar level 2, Leona early game. Ooh.
Well, I really like this bot lane, specifically. Like Lucian Alistar is a really good lane. You're able to just kind of, put out some good damage. Able to kind of like stay back if needed. I mean, Lucian does have a dash to kind of get out of situations or be able to like dash forward when Alistar goes in, uses his combo to get some good damage down onto MF. But on the side of, Lowkey Int, you do see that, Miss Fortune is really, really good if she's not being, dove upon, right? And you have Leona that can really get in there, can get a really good stun off, get her ultimate down, and just be able to get on that backline. But it's really ultimately going to come down to, I think, the junglers, the jungle pathing. Again, vision is a huge thing that for those who know me, I love talking about vision. It sounds really boring, but like vision is so key, especially when a lot of both of these teams in game one were really focused on objectives. Objectives were really key. Getting down some proper vision around Dragon, around other objectives, whether they were towers, whether they were in the river, monsters, or jungle camps, or Rift Herald, right? And to be able to just get some good vision down, be able to prioritize objectives and vision, I think is really, really important. And it's going to be really good for them to be able to set up some deep vision, especially early on when you have a very aggressive post pre-6 and like a little bit post-6 team coming out of Lowkey Int here.
Okay. Very standard starts. Jarvan opting to start top side, it seems. Seems like they're really prioritizing ganking that bottom lane at 3 minutes. Let's see what they decide to do here, though. Ward dropped. He's gonna spot out the Renekton. No idea. Rocking that Hex Tech Renekton.
It is a nice skin. I really like that skin.
Okay, and here we go. JaDe starting top side. Probably gonna look to gank bottom as soon as he gets either double buffs. Maybe even opting to gank bottom level 2. See what he decides to do here. On the other side, West starting standard. Let's see what he decides to path towards. It's gonna go towards Krugs. So...
I like this late start as well from Lucian Alistar to pretend that they were starting that Jarvan was starting blue instead, which I really like too. There are some teams that kind of like give it away in games, and I think that can really like basically determine where the jungler is going to end up being, which I think is not necessarily it's good for your team, right? To be able to, you know, say like, oh, I think the jungler is topside. We don't have to worry, right? So I really like that they ended up coming to lane late, but good knock-up here, coming in from Alistar, but just some, you know, decent trades, and Leona's gonna get fairly low here, and same with Grim as well. That's some good damage coming out of MF.
Lowkey Int pushed pretty deep. G4.
They don't have vision in that. They don't have vision in that brush right now. If they push up, they're dead. And there's a flash coming from Zero Urge. They're gonna get the knock-up here onto Leona. Leona is forced to flash, but that is 2 flashes on Lowkey Int's bot laners, and that's really huge early on now. They burnt one flash for 2. So and like I said, they didn't have any vision in that brush. So if they were to push up, you know, they would have both been dead.
Yeah, really good on JaDe, getting down there early, blowing both of their flashes, so Alistar gets a good engage off that could be a solo kill. Or a duo kill, I guess. So, early trades coming in from Sean.
Yeah,
Conquer pop, he's gonna get it.
Damage. He has to force the flash out of Ornn, and I mean, there was nothing that he could have done other than going down there. ArcaneNugget's gonna get really low, and and that's first blood, but Wes is here to put down some damage, but JaDe is also here, gonna get the knock onto Wes. Wes is forced to flash, and that, oh my goodness! Oh, and he ends up getting the kill on Olaf. Oh, that auto. Oh my goodness, I almost had a heart attack there. I mean, Wes ends up going down. Got that, and that, but wow, that was really close. But Royal picking up the first blood. Really great job here from the Mordekaiser, and I don't think ArcaneNugget was expecting that much damage early on. We see Wes come here in the mid lane here, gonna smite, and ArcaneNugget is gonna end up picking up that kill. He's also gonna burn the ignite, and Royal goes down, but Leona is gonna go and get that stun down onto Grim, but it's gonna take so much damage here. The ignite's gonna go down, and Zero Urge is gonna pick up that kill on Leona, and really great job. He knocked up the Leona, pushed her back into Grim, and there was no way she was getting out of that. She had no flash.
Dragon spawning, so
yeah, JaDe is in a fairly odd position right now. Don't really think that he's gonna be able to get that dragon, but he is able to see that vision here in the river. Probably going to be able to take out that vision, set up some good vision for potentially an early dragon here. But really great trades going on in every single lane. And Kang, I love this so much. The early game aggression, this is exactly what we want to see coming out of these teams. And this is how the last game was too. You know, teams were incredibly aggressive. And, you know, we see a lot of early game kills, we see a lot of early objectives going down, and we see the game being fairly even throughout the entire game, up until maybe about 20-30 minutes, where, you know, we see, you know, fights going specifically in one team's favor. So I'm really liking this. No idea is going to go in on Sean, putting out some great damage, and that heal on. Pretty disgusting. There's a big wave coming in here for Sean. But yeah, no.
Looks like it's gonna be 3-man topside.
Yeah, there's no way.
No idea. Has no idea.
He's gonna be forced to flash. JaDe is gonna go in here, and I don't think he's gonna be able to get out here. I think he might be able to go down. Royal is gonna keep going, but not gonna be enough.
Ultimate.
Yeah, not gonna be enough damage. I don't think using his ultimate would have been wise there, but you know, good on him being able to force the flash out of Renekton. But we do see that Lowkey Int is going to go for this early Winddrake, and there's going to be no real way for Casual Reform to contest this. They're just going to walk away here with a free drag.
Yeah. pretty... I mean, if they got the kill, top lane...
Gosh, you just walked past.
But...
You just walked past the bush with the control ward. It was right there. Oh.
Oof.
Oh. I hate when that happens. And then you rewatch the game and you see exactly where it was. It was right in front of you too. Pretty crazy. But yeah, a lot of damage coming in here for from Royal, but there's not really much that he could do there. Did use his ultimate, but maybe he thought that he could secure that kill. But yeah, like I said, early aggression, early pressure on getting objectives. I'm really liking this game so far, and I'm liking how close this game is. I mean, Lowkey Int isn't really that far behind in gold. They're doing a really good job, but Noida is gonna use his ultimate, and Wes is gonna come up top here. He's gonna also ult in here, and Sean, I believe, is gonna go down. There's no way he's gonna get out of this, and No Idea is gonna pick up that kill. But ArcaneNugget is gonna go in on Royal. He's getting solo and is forced to flash away, and he's gonna barely get out with a sliver of health. But we do see the junglers both coming mid here. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to do anything. Wes is gonna go in on the Mordekaiser as well, and JaDe is here too. Royal is getting incredibly low. I don't really think he's gonna be able to get out of here, but JaDe is going to be able to pick up the kill on ArcaneNugget, just trying to get something here, and Wes is also going to go down. And this early game is really going in the favor of casually reformed. So I don't know about you, but this is looking like a game 3 potential. I'm excited. I mean, it is too early to tell. I just get really excited when I see that. I'm like, yeah, game 3. But yeah, no, I'm loving this early game aggression. I'm loving the fact that these junglers, they have to be playing early, they have to snowball that lead, and if they're able to do that within the mid lane, then I think that's honestly their best option, because you just have bot lane that's just going to be farming up, maybe, you know, trading here and there, but it's not going to be anything crazy, right? I think mid lane is your best option for now. What do you think, Kang?
I mean, if they get like a spicy wombo combo, I could definitely see them coming back in. But I don't know, it's looking pretty grim. Another play on the top side potentially.
Pretty grim. But yeah, no, that a flash came in here from Sean. I don't think there was any way he was gonna live if he didn't flash there. But yeah, No Idea playing incredibly aggressive on this Renekton. He is up by about half of CS. He's doing a really good job here as Renekton. I mean, that's expected when you're playing into a champion like Renekton, where he has so much lane presence, and Ornn is sort of just there to farm and, you know. But yeah, ArcaneNugget is going to go in, use the ultimate here onto JaDe and Royal. I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to do anything. Royal is putting out so much damage, and ArcaneNugget is going to end up going down. Wes is going to flash in onto JaDe. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. Royal is just doing so much damage on this Mordekaiser. He's going to pick up the double kill. And man, this Mordekaiser is just running away with the game. Really great job here from the side of casually reformed, turning the game into their favor.
Yeah, and here we're gonna start to see why Diana she can't really do all of the things that she wants to do. Getting a great 2-man ulti, but not enough damage to finish them off.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you sort of fall behind early as Diana and you're with a Mordekaiser, so he's already got a full item complete. You have, I mean, there's not really that much that you can do right now. You just kind of have to scale up. Senna is gonna go in and potentially take down JaDe here. Rim is gonna come in here and it's gonna take down ArcaneNugget. And Royal picks up another kill, man. This Mordekaiser is so big right now. Very interesting play to be able to go in. I believe ArcaneNugget just thought like, oh, maybe I can get the Jarvan, but just wasn't enough damage, and also burning the ignite too. Not really the best idea, and it looks like Casually Reformed is gonna pick up the Ocean Drake, unless West can steal it away, but he doesn't really have very good vision here. There's absolutely no vision in the Dragon Pit. They do put down a ward, but they're not going to be able to do anything else other than that. And yeah, Casually Reformed doing a really good job this early game.
Yeah, definitely putting that early lead to good use, getting that first dragon on red side. It's going to be an Ocean. So.
Yeah. Well, one thing I need to point out is No Idea is really doing a good job in that top lane. You know, he's up in CS, he's doing really well against the Ornn. Has a kill, he's doing decently well, but looks like Leona is going to go down. The ultimate not going to be able to hit anyone here, but what a great bullet time coming out of Hagemushi, and he's going to end up picking up, being able to pick up a kill here. No Idea is also gonna ult as well. Diana gonna go in on the Alistar. I don't think there's anywhere that he can go, but oh, he's gonna end up walking away with a sliver of health. Royal is here to
No Idea.
No Idea, and he's gonna end up going down. Royal on a rampage now. Dennis not gonna be able to do anything, and a double kill coming in for Royal. Hagemushi not being able to do anything, and a triple kill for Royal. And again, this Mordekaiser is memeing and running over Lowkey Int, and this is just looking like such a stomp.
That's
a yikes.
That's a go next, if I'm gonna be honest. Ooh. I don't think you can come back from this. Diana tickles right now, and I don't know, man.
I mean, that is not a champion you want to be in a lane with at all anymore. Royal is doing such a good job on Mordekaiser. That guy is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I do want to point out, which for whatever reason I just noticed it now. Hagemushi has exhaust. He does not have heal. Am I seeing this correctly?
No, you're right.
Okay. I just saw that. I was like, wait, why doesn't he have heal? That's interesting. Maybe they thought they were going to be very aggressive in the bot lane. I'm not too sure. But that is interesting. I just noticed that. Huh. I don't see that very often from AD carries. Olaf is just gonna walk out of here, not gonna be able to do all that much. JaDe putting down some good pressure here in the early game. Doing really well in the Jarvan, despite, you know, last game being a little rough. He's really stepping it up in game 2 here. And got some good damage coming out of Misfortune here, but I don't think it's enough. Sean is gonna use Call of the Forge God, gonna get the knock up here onto Leona. Not much that they're gonna be able to do, but ArcaneNugget still trying to fight off Royal as best as he can, and not gonna be doing really much damage onto the Mordekaiser. He's just so tanky at this point.
Here we go. No Idea. Thinking about going for the flank, but he decides to back off. Nothing much to see here. No objectives on the map. Do see that Herald is going to respawn in another minute.
Yeah, I do like that, you know, despite, you know, being down a little bit in kills, a little bit in gold, Lowkey Int is still trying to place as much vision as they can. You know, it's being taken out obviously much more frequently than they'd like to, but you know, they're trying to place some vision. They're not necessarily getting like caught out. They're just maybe taking some fights thinking that they can pick up one kill or whatever and burning some summoners and just not being, you know, so close but not being able to pick up a kill. So good on them for not, like, you know, overextending or you know, doing something crazy. They're not, you know, getting caught out. They're just more or less maybe picking bad fights to fight. And yeah, no, I mean, from what I can tell right now, I mean, if MF continues to farm and gets maybe a second or third item, might start looking like a way that they can come back, or even Renekton as well. You know, he's fairly up in farm against the Ornn, but this Mordekaiser is so strong. They're just able to take objectives left and right off the map, and I'm not really too sure how Lowkey Int can kind of come back and from this game. I mean,
I'm not going to say that there's no way to get back into the game, but
I think West is
yeah. But I mean, Mountain Drake is massive on Ornn, J4, Mordekaiser, Alistar. That's a huge front line. So getting Mountain Soul is,
yeah.
I mean,
ArcaneNugget doing some good damage against Royal here and is able to heal up, but I don't think he's going to be able to take him down. But yeah, I mean, you know, scaling helps, getting objectives helps, placing vision helps, you know, catching Lowkey Int out as much as possible helps. But looks like they're going to be going for the top lane dive here. Renekton has literally no idea, get it, that he's going to potentially get dove here. I mean, I would give up this tower if I were him, but I don't think he's going to be able to go. The Call of the Forge God is going to come out. The triple knock up there, and Grimm's going to pick up the kill, and man, there was no way he was getting out of that. But we're going to get stunned up here, and really, Hagemushi just having to run away there and
shut down onto
Leona, which is good. But they are going to also pull out the Rift Herald here, and they're hopefully going to be able to at least take down a tower here. They're going to put out some good damage, and there was a flash coming out of Grimm here, and Wes is going to just get out with a sliver of health. I don't think Leona is going to be able to get out of this. Grimm has no mana, but it doesn't matter. He's going to pick up the kill on Leona, and he's got 2 kills now. And man,
this game's wild.
Crazy stuff. Another great knockup here, and Grimm's gonna pick up another kill.
Ooh.
Killing spree here, and ArcaneNugget's gonna get so low on this Diana. Zero is gonna use his stopwatch. I'm not really sure if he's gonna be able to do anything else. Wes is and Wes gets it, throws his axe, and ends up picking up that kill onto Zero Urge, and good on him. He didn't even need to use his ultimate there, but
I definitely feel if he didn't stopwatch, he would have lived. But
I agree.
Because I don't think that MFQ had enough damage on it to kill.
I agree.
But oof.
Yeah, and Royal's gonna pick up this tower, and there's really no response from the side of Lowkey Int, but I mean, I don't really think that there's much that they can do with this Mordekaiser split pushing. I mean, if they can continue getting some picks onto the other players of the side of Casually Reformed and having Lowkey Int kind of just like push down other lanes, try and get some other objectives, you know, that might be their best bet. If they can, you know, get 1 or 2 picks, they can easily take Baron. I mean, or even take Dragon when it's up again. But they're gonna have to really like work together as a team, get that hard CC down, able to potentially pick up Royal, or take down Grim or JaDe, and just get out those damage dealers, and you're fine. You have an MF that puts out so much damage later on, and MF is aiming to build. I believe she's gonna be going for that Mortal Reminder. Potentially that is gonna be the second item that she's gonna end up building, so she's gonna avoid using going that attack speed early on. She's gonna get that damage, so she's able to kind of shred through the Ornn. I think it's a smart choice on her part. But JaDe is gonna try and go in on here, and there's nothing really that he can pick up. I mean, they have no vision in this side of the jungle here. Looks like they are gonna try and prep here for the dragon. Wes is gonna maybe walk into some territory he probably doesn't want to just blindly walk into, and
I mean, despite the kill differential, Lowkey Int are only 3k gold down. So
well, yeah, no idea.
Get like a miracle engage.
Yeah, and no idea is not here in the fight. He might be teleporting in from behind.
That is not the miracle engage.
No, it is not. Wes is getting incredibly low here, and Royal is just not being touched. He's gonna end up taking down the Leona. But a really great bullet time coming out of Hagemushi here, and potentially gonna be able to take down Sean. Call of the Forge God is going to come out and get that knock up onto Wes. He's going to end up going down to Royal. Royal's going to pick up the double kill here, and he's going to end up not picking up that next kill, but Sean is going to end up taking that kill from Royal. I mean, everyone on that on this team is just so far ahead now. Everyone's picking up kills. Ornn is, now has his second item. I mean, they're getting so beefy. I mean, but I'm just, and another objective is now going to go in their favor as well. So I'm just, I don't really know if there's a way that Lowkey Int can maybe come back into this game, unless they're able to, get on those carries, and be able to at least peel off the backline like a Mordekaiser, kind of just like, running into your team, taking down your damage dealers.
All right. Looks like they're gonna start to set up for Baron. Looking to close out the game. They do have double mountain, so their front line is gonna mass. And the armor on the Zhonya's purchase for Whale, all the more efficient.
Interesting build here as well, coming in from Hagemushi. He decided, I believe, he did a half build going into Infinity Edge, but also not finishing his build. Potentially, I believe it would be Mortal Reminder to get that extra armor pen, but I'm surprised that he decided to go for a half build. But maybe he thinks that would be maybe enough to have that little extra like armor pen to get through more of the beefier laners, beefier champions from the side of Casually Reformed. I don't want to be in any lane with that Mordekaiser right now.
Definitely not.
He is looking incredibly scary with those 9 kills, 3 completed items, plus his tier 2 boots. He's not someone you want to mess with.
Sean with teleport up, and ArcaneNugget is going to match, but he does not have teleport, so they could just straight up start the Baron right now.
I mean, there's no way to really get there, and West is on the bottom side of the map. I mean, there's also no vision on this side. Hagemushi might be walking in on this blind if he ends up going that route. I don't believe they are, but JaDe and Grim, I believe it might be going in around the team. There's no way that they're going to be able to go anywhere here. Leona is going to end up going down to Grim, and that's a free Baron, if I'm not mistaken. Hagemushi is going to keep pushing mid lane here. Might be able to get some good damage on that tower, but there's nothing that they're going to be able to do. They're just going to have to let it fall. There's also no vision here on the side of Lowkey Int. They have, I think, about 1 to 2 wards placed. They're going to end up picking up this Baron. No way that they can contest. Hagemushi is still pushing down that mid lane. Is going to pick up a tower and get some good damage onto the next tower there, but not going to be able to do anything else there. I mean, there's no way that they could contest that. No way. Now, Kang, looking at this, what do you think Lowkey needs to do in this game to come back?
I think they need to set up around Dragon early. Like, I'm talking like a minute before it spawns. Because there's no way they can contest vision that far behind. So they need to set up early. And I think they just gotta go for the Wombo onto both Royal and Grim. Otherwise, they're just done.
Yeah, I agree. Royal just does so much damage on this Mordekaiser. I just don't think that there's anyone that could actually fight him. The ultimate is going to come down from Royal. No idea is really trying to, like, fend him off. West is going to be here, too. Going to pull out the Olaf ultimate, and he's going to end up getting out of the Alistar knockup. Not much else to say here, but West is getting fairly low, and Dragon is going to be spawning. I don't think they're able to contest with this either. They have absolutely no vision in the river, and frankly not that much vision in their red side jungle as well. ArcaneNugget just gonna try and get some damage down, and not really much that they can do here. They're gonna have to give up another dragon, and that's the third mountain drake picked up from Casually Reformed. Zero Urge is gonna go in onto West. West is gonna fall, and there was no way he was getting out of that.
This should be the game here. 40 seconds on to West Rambo. They could try to push for the end.
Yeah, they are gonna just keep pushing. They're not gonna be able to contest it at all. Flash coming in from JaDe. Call of the Forge God gonna come up and knock up Hagemushi. Not much that ArcaneNugget can do, but a really great ultimate there.
And JaDe knocking up with the flag and drag.
Yeah, you're gonna knock him up. No idea is gonna end up going down. Double kill coming in from Grim. Royal is gonna put so much damage. He's on a killing spree now. Hagemushi is gonna go down as well. Grim is gonna pick up a triple kill, and this is gonna be the game. Game 3 coming around. I am so hyped. Oh my goodness, this is really great. Another knockup there. And an ace comes out, and Casually Reformed is going to pick up this game, and we're going to head into a game 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, for sure. Lowkey Int, or sorry, Casually Reformed